Let us look at another quick measure. This is probably one of the longest formulas that you would have seen on Excel or otherwise, and it's going to be fairly complicated. So while I will give you a very high level overview, you this is like a 1 hour explanation. So I would be more than happy to explain this entire formula to you, but for now you can just utilize it from the quick measure. And once you have been working on Power BI and DAX especially for a bit, and your concepts are much clearer, that is when you can start and approach this particular example and try to understand how this is working. So this is a very complicated example, but when you see the final result, I'm sure you will agree that this has a lot of use cases. Now, sometimes you want to find out what is the sales coming from old versus new customers, right? So if I make a column chart and I put my sales amount in it and I put my date in it. Now it is telling us that the sales amount has increased year over year. But I also want to find out that if I had a certain number of customers in 2012, what was the organic growth next year? That means what was the like to like growth? Because it is possible that maybe a lot of customers from 2012 left the business, they exited, and new customers came in, which is okay because your sales are still increasing, but that also means that customers have a tendency to not stick for very long with the business. To find customer loyalty, to find customer churn, and from an HR perspective, to find employee attrition, you want to find out what is the sales coming from old versus new customers. To do this, we will create a quick measure. So I right click on customer ID and then click on new quick measure. The calculation we want is called a filter, which is sales from new customers. The sales amount is simply sales. Customer ID is customer ID and the date is my date. So far it seems very simple. I want to find out on the basis of customer IDs, what is the sales coming from new customers every year. When we press OK, a new measure will be created. This one called sales for new customer ID. And if I put it in my values and I don't want to look at the original sales, let me remove that. You notice that it is telling me 2012 is 2.2 million, 2013 is 2.26. Very cool, right? Now, this is telling me that if I look at the same customers who were there in 12 and 13, then the sales is almost flat. That means that my old customers are not purchasing more from me. It is actually the new customers that have added to my total sales for 2013. So if I keep my sales as well, now you notice we get, let me make this a clustered column chart. Now we get two bars. And if you notice, the light blue is the sales and the purple is the sales for new customer ID. This means here the number obviously will be the same because this is the first year of business. Here it changes. So this one is the total sales. This is sales from new customers. Total sales, sales from new customers. Fantastic, right? Like if I put my data labels here, we can actually see what sales is the total sales for the year and what is the contribution coming from new customers. Now let's see how the measure looks. Now, like I said earlier, the measure is going to be fairly long and quite complicated, but let's just do a very high level overview. The first one is just an if error, making sure that I'm not selected a filter incorrectly. I'm creating two variables. One is for my current values, the other is for my existing values. So think of it this way. We need to compare two tables, right? Like one will have the new customer names in it, the other will have new and old customers in it. That's why we need to have two variables defined. And that's about it. For existing values, I need to find out in a slightly more complicated way, what is the sum coming from customers who are existing? That means who were already there with the business last year as well. And current values would be the total sales for that particular year. And finally, when we do an except function, the except is simply comparing two tables, because we already have two tables, one with the old and new, one with only the old. We are able to find out what is the sales from new customers. Of course, I've given a 30-second explanation for a 1 hour topic, but this again is something you should take up as a challenge only when at least every single function is clear to you. So when you've been working with DAX for a while, I do have a separate course covering DAX functions as well. Um, so once you're very clear with all these independent functions, that is when you should tackle this particular measure. Otherwise, the measure does its job. You don't really have to manipulate things too much. It just gets the job done extremely well. So I hope you liked the lecture. Very, very helpful when you want to look at customer churn, employee attrition. And doing the same thing on Excel is possible, but not very practical because it would require too much manual work, and it is so error prone that a user who's doing the analysis will end up making some mistakes here or there.